Dream SMP. The Dream SMP was one of the most popular SMPs of all time. This server was founded in 2020 and was an invite-only survival multiplayer world. It involved many extremely popular content creators who all uploaded content for the SMP. The server is owned by, you guessed it, Dream, and if you don't know who that is, well, that's pretty wild. He picked talented people who were usually his friends and invited them to the server. This server stood out due to its focus on a long, stretching storyline that was crafted and written by members of the SMP. The server would often feature politics and factions and wars and gain millions upon millions of views for the members. So how could such a Goliath of an SMP fall apart? That's a good question and, well, a complicated one. Basically, every member of the server has gone their own way, but the main reason for the fall was Dream himself, along with a few other key members. Let's start with one of the members who played a major role in the writing aspect, Wilbur. He was accused of and admitted to domestic abuse. Not a great start for the SMP, but then George, one of Dream's closest friends, was accused of some serious crimes as well, and while he didn't actually get charged and his accuser was chased off the internet, the way he handled the situation left a sour taste in the mouths of many. And lastly, for Dream himself, he was accused of inappropriately texting underage fans. His defense was, well, basically to cry on Twitter, and he made a lot of mistakes, causing him to lose a lot of fans. Oh, and he showed his face, which apparently was a huge mistake. Anyway, the Dream SMP was great, while at latest providing a lot of fun for the members and viewers, but due to poor activities from some of the biggest players, the server began to lose popularity. Many other members left to do their own thing, and the Dream SMP began to die off. The Unstable Universe server was a stage server run by a group of friends with the goal to tell the best stories possible. This is one of the newest servers in the whole group and one of the most popular after the fall of the Dream SMP. The server is mostly run by Parrot, Wembu, Spokles here, and Flamefrags, although other members join in frequently. Some of the reasons this SMP stood out is due to the fact that the lore and conflicts felt organic. Rather than forced, the creators would play their parts while still reacting naturally to what was happening in-game. Plus, the production value is insane. It's also worth noting that the people running Unstable know exactly what they're doing. Parrot especially has become known for turning SMPs into storytelling goldmines. He's helped build servers like Lifesteal and now Unstable into massive successes by focusing on fun, replayable ideas that actually work in Minecraft. This SMP is still new, but proof that Minecraft storytelling isn't dead. And me personally? Yeah, I think this is easily one of the best SMPs on YouTube right now. I've binged a lot of the episodes myself. I would definitely recommend checking them out. 2B2T is the oldest Anarchy Minecraft server still active. This server has so much rich history that you could have an entire documentary on it. The name stands for 2 builders, 2 tools, and it's been running since 2010 with basically one rule. There are no rules, no resets, no bans, no protection. If you join, good luck. The server's entire world is destroyed. Millions of blocks of destruction in each direction from spawn, lava casts, bedrock traps, and sky-high obsidian monuments. If you were a new player trying to get in, well, then I wish you luck. Brave one, cause the average experience for a noob in 2. B2T was spawning into a completely destroyed spawn and getting hunted down by some guy with god gear that's not even obtainable without exploits and about 10 different mods. Yeah, and even if you manage to get out of spawn, the players on 2B2T literally hunt down new players, and griefing and killing isn't just allowed, it's encouraged. If you build something cool, someone will find it and blow it up. Over the years, 2B2T has built up its own insane history. Wars between player groups, giant bases hidden thousands of blocks away, betrayals that lasted years, and even a queue system that can take literal hours to get through. Famous YouTubers like FitMC helped make it popular, documenting the server. It's not a server for everyone, but that's kind of the point. 2B2T isn't about peace or creativity, it's about survival in a world that's been broken for over a decade. It's the Wild West of Minecraft, but it has more lore than most books, and is certainly unique. The Donut SMP has to be good. It's named the Donut SMP after all. And it is a good server from what I understand, but it's just not very present when it comes to the social media side. Unlike the previous servers, there's not a bunch of lore or factions and politics. Instead, the Donut SMP is a Minecraft server that's run by Dr. Donut. There are quite a few other YouTubers who cover the server, but nowhere near as popular as the bigger servers, and since it's a whitelisted world, so anyone can join with an invite, and it has over 1,000 active members as of this video. But Dr. Donut hasn't been uploading as consistently lately, and the server, while now in Season 2, was stated to stay there by Donut himself, so it's hard to see much of a future for the Donut SMP. Personally, I think if Donut continued posting and rolling out seasons with fun changes, it could really grow to something even more special. Hopefully, Donut will get the drive back, but he might just be burnt out. And speaking of servers, I actually just launched the Minecraft Explainer Discord. It's brand new, so if you want to be part of building the community from the ground up, now's the time to join. Plus, the first 50 people who join will get an exclusive founder role that'll never open again. That role's gonna come with some perks later on, both in the Discord and for our future Minecraft SMP. So yeah, come hang out, links in the description. Lifesteal is another server run by the Parrot Group before the unstable SMP. This server had a similar structure. It was run by a small group of friends who wanted to focus on a story-driven SMP and actually put in real effort into the craft. The SMP was also unique due to its heart steal mechanic. Basically, if you killed another player, they would drop a heart, removing it from their health pool permanently. You could pick the heart up and increase your own total. Over time, hearts became the most valuable thing on the server. They were power, status, and survival all in one. And if you ever hit 0 hearts, you were banned. That made every fight and alliance way more intense, and it led to some crazy moments as things built up to huge climaxes across seasons. Yeah, I remember watching some of these episodes with bated breath, they were that good. The Life series, not to be confused with the Lifesteal SMP, is another pretty good SMP. This one was created by Grian. It started with Third Life and expanded into Last Life, Double Life, and Limited Life. Each season keeps the same general idea. Everyone starts with a set number of lives, and when you run out, you're gone. But the twist is always different. The series also brought in a lot of familiar faces from Hermitcraft, along with other popular YouTubers. Combined with the cool premise, the Life series began to become a popular SMP. And with other SMPs starting to go the scripted route, the Life series made a bold choice by being completely unscripted. It's just fun between friends who all happen to be really entertaining YouTubers. Certainly a great SMP, but does seems like it will be a fleeting one considering the premise, which is sad. The QSMP is actually one of the coolest SMPs out, as it's the world's first ever multilingual Minecraft survival multiplayer server with live translation. Yeah, so players from around the globe could all play together on this server, even if they couldn't speak English or whatever the native language is. Not only that, but this SMP was packed with popular YouTubers like Bad Boy Halo, Dan TDM, Fit MC, Slime Cycle, and many others. Yeah, that's all I would like to say if this server panned out how Quackity wanted. Unfortunately, the server took a pretty sad turn. In the end, Quackity didn't really do anything unique with the SMP. He kept dodging the actual cultural conflicts, and the whole thing just felt like a heavily commercialized server mostly built to make money. Quackity did do something special here, but he just didn't go far enough to see the server do something great. Oh, and a quick shout out to today's video sponsor, NordVPN the GOAT. If you're like me and spend way too much time online, especially on public Wi-Fi or gaming servers, you should probably be using one. NordVPN keeps your data private, protects you from DDoS attacks, and lets you connect to servers all around the world so you can even play with friends in other regions. Right now, they are running an insane deal of up to 77% off a 2-year plan, plus an extra 3 months free, which translates to only like 10 cents a day, which is a crazy bargain to keep you safe. And the best part, if you go through my link, you'll be supporting the channel stay afloat. Thank you so much. The Bliss SMP runs on a super unique idea using superpowered gems that each player gets randomly when they join. Every gem gives a different ability, from super speed to fire powers, and they all mix together to make some crazy moments. What makes it even cooler is the season model. No, not like a battle pass. Instead, every season brings massive overhauls to the game, adding new gems, mechanics, or features to keep things fresh. The only real downside right now is that it's still pretty new and mostly run by up-and-coming YouTubers instead of big names. That means the content doesn't have the huge production budgets of the bigger SMPs, but honestly, I think that adds to part of its charm. Bliss SMP has a ton of potential, and even now, it's a genuinely fun and creative server with a unique twist. The Empire's SMP was founded in 2021 by F-Whip. This purely vanilla server was a kingdom-building SMP that had every player running their own empire with a unique theme. They focused heavily on roleplay. Players would build their own stories and then actually act them out through alliances, wars, and events. It's not super scripted either, it just feels natural and fun to watch. Sadly, so far we have been left with 2 complete sessions, and a hope for a third one. But considering it's been years since Session 2 ended, well, you do the math. SMP Live was a short-lived server created by Call Me Carson that didn't even make it to a full year. The concept was that if you were playing on the server, you had to be live, and while it was short-lived, it is credited for being one of the primary forces in the revival of Minecraft video content in the late 2010s. The server has over 100 whitelisted members by its closure, so what caused it to close? Well, the server began to lose traction, and Carson didn't want it to die a slow death, so he decided it was time. But while it was big and had a lot of viewers. SMP Earth was kind of the successor to SMP Live, pulling in a lot of the same creators and energy. The concept was super cool. The entire server was a 1 to 3,000 scale recreation of Earth. Players formed factions to represent nations, claiming land, building cities, and waging wars across a massive map. The server was founded by Chip and a few of his friends, and it quickly became one of the most ambitious SMPs at the time. But like SMP Live, it didn't last. Even with over 60 creators on the server, it shut down less than a year after starting in 2020. The main creators most people watched just slowly stopped playing. Wilbur lost interest, and sadly, Technoblade the legend himself passed away. Rest in peace, Technoblade. After that, the momentum just faded, and one by one, people stopped logging in. It was a domino effect that eventually led to the end of SMP Earth. The Beast SMP was more of an experiment than a full-blown SMP. Mr. Beast's plan was simple. Get 10,000 players on one server at the same time and see if Minecraft could handle it. Spoiler alert, it could not. The server completely crashed before even hitting 500 players. I mean, honestly, that's still kind of impressive. After the disaster, a few players actually stayed behind to keep playing, and for whatever reason, that caught Mr. Beast's attention. He ended up joining again with Chandler and Carl to check out what people were doing, and that short clip made it into one of his videos. Of course, that one moment was enough to make everyone lose their minds. Thousands of new players flooded the server, all hoping they could somehow convince Mr. Beast to come back. Players even tried building the biggest obsidian pyramid in Minecraft history just to get noticed. It didn't work. The only response they ever got was a single block of bedrock placed on top of the pyramid by an admin. And that was it. These poor guys spent weeks grinding to get nothing. Hermitcraft is the gold standard of Minecraft SMPs. It's what most people can only hope to achieve. It's a private invite-only world that started all the way back in 2012. The idea is simply to just slam in Minecraft's best builders, redstone geniuses, and see what happens, basically. The SMP often has insane builds, crazy minigames, mega farms, and the works. Right now, the server's in Season 10, which is wild to think about. Each season resets the world, but the creativity just keeps getting bigger. Players like Grian, Mumbo Jumbo, Scar, and so many others spend months creating cities, megabases, redstone machines that make my brain hurt, and just art. And when they're not doing that, they're usually messing with each other in the most ridiculous ways possible. Pranks, minigames, and random chaos are kind of their thing. What makes Hermitcraft special, though, is that it never needed drama or scripts to stay interesting. It's just pure fun between friends, and somehow it's still more entertaining than half the story SMPs out there. The community is wholesome, the builds are god tier, and the hermits even raise hundreds of thousands for charity every year through live streams. If Minecraft had a Hall of Fame, Hermitcraft would be right at the top. It's not just a server, it's basically a legacy. Wait! Before you go, join the Discord server. Link down below, or else you will never find a diamond in Minecraft ever again.